Okay, let's look at homework 1.4a, number 9. All right, so we have a piecewise defined function f of x, and the first formula is 3x plus 2, and when x is less than 0. Then 2 minus x when x is greater than or equal to 0. Right? So in order to find the domain and range, it is probably easier to sketch the graph first. Then it's easy to find the range, especially. Right? So let's do that. So I'm gonna try to sketch the graph. So you have x-axis, right? And we have a y-axis. Just draw that. It's a little slanted. Right, so here's y-axis and this is my x-axis, right, and that's my origin right there. Right, so the first equation is actually, this is a linear function, so 3x plus 2. So 3 is the slope. Oh, sorry, I can't see, so slope. And 2 is the y-intercept, so y-intercept. Right, so 3x, so it's going to go through 2, so 1, 2, so it's going to go through 2. Then slope is 3, so it's a little steep, so it's going to go like this. So I'm going to just draw a dotted line for now. Just go through 2, and slope is 3. So it looks like that, right? So that's the line. Right, then we can keep this graph only when x is less than 0. So we cannot include 0, which is right here. Then everything below that would be included. So it would be like that, right? Then the bottom one is, second formula is 2 minus x. It's another linear function, so we're going to have a line. But y-intercept is 2 again. So this is y-intercept. And slope is -1, right? So it's going to go through here. Since there's a quality right here, so we put the closed dot at 0, 2, right? Then we're going to have a negative slope, -1. So it's going to look somewhat like this. So you have a slope, and keep on going. So -1 is the slope. Right? Then we can keep this graph when x is greater than or equal to 0. So we can only keep this side of the graph. This side. All right, so this is more or less the graph of y equals f of x, right? Then it's easy to see that since this function is defined for any number, so domain is going to be all real numbers. So you can say -infinity to +infinity, right? And the range-wise, it's slightly different. You can see that graph is extending downward, so you can take any numbers all the way up to this. This is the largest function value, so that value is actually 2, right? So anything less than or equal to 2, so all real numbers. So it's a -infinity all the way to 2. Then be sure to put the square bracket because it actually becomes 2 right here. All right, so that's the range of the function. All right, I hope this was clear.